Well, as we saw, the bidding didn't go the way of the companies or the Iraqi government. To take this on and discuss it further, I'm joined from Paris by Leila Benali, who's Director for Middle East and North Africa at the IHS Cambridge Energy Research Associates. Welcome to the programme, Leila. This is something of an embarrassment for the Iraqi government, isn't it?
Well, we cannot really talk about an embarrassment because it is a long process to award this contract. And there was one contract which was awarded at the end of the day for a large field, which is Rumaila. So it is one step forward. The Iraqi government has been trying to sort out these issues for years now. It is one step forward. We cannot really talk about an embarrassment. It's a long process, which we hope will come out in the next few months. Now, whether this will produce the results that Iraq has been targeting, now, of course, people are usually very pessimistic about that, and all depends on the targets that were set in place. But to reach 6 million barrels a day, of course, it's now out of the question.
How wide do you think this gulf is between what Iraq is prepared to pay and what the oil companies want?
Of course, there's a question of expectations as well. I mean, it's very difficult to know exactly what these fields would cost to develop in general because of the lack of data, because the information is outdated. I mean, it's been years, decades, I would say, since a real assessment has been done on this field. So we are actually, and the oil companies are moving in a very uncertain area. But having said that, it's always a bargaining position. I mean, the government, as any other host country, would set the stage. The companies would offer something, and they will need to find a way in between. Now, one thing for sure is that the government cannot be accused of letting Iraqi resources go in for free in this aspect.
Do you think that there's a risk that some companies may be sort of sluggish in developing the fields until they feel the price is right?
Well, I mean, it's difficult to say because, of course, Iraq is a big potential, and any oil company which is serious about investments in the next few years is thinking about Iraq. Whether they would go to Iraq or not is another question. But any company has an Iraqi strategy in its strategy portfolio. Now, whether they are slow, of course, some companies are in a bit in a wait-and-see mode, and they want to see how things develop over time. But at the same time, most don't want to see the major prize going away and given to other companies, to their competitors. So it's been very difficult in this exercise when we work with our client to be able to agree on the right time to invest in Iraq. I mean, of course, this bidding round has been listing a wide a large part of the acreage available in Iraq. There is a second bidding round which is coming now in the next few months. So the companies, of course, they have security issues, they have regulatory issues that they have to think about, but at the same time they don't want to wait until others come in and take all the acreage.
All right, we'll leave it there. Leila Benali, we appreciate your perspective on this. Thanks very much.